Have you ever had that nagging feeling that you don't belong in the room? Maybe you feel like you're not as capable as everybody thinks, that any day now that they're going to figure out that you're a fraud. What if I told you, for a lot of you watching this, that it's actually not imposter syndrome? It's a reasonable response to a toxic workplace. Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Chance Fox. I am a women's confidence coach, and this is Overcoming the Beastie Boss. Now, let's talk about the difference between imposter syndrome and a response to a toxic environment. Now, imposter syndrome implies the doubt is coming from within you, no matter your environment. Okay, let me say that again. Imposter syndrome implies that the doubt is coming from somewhere inside of you, regardless of your environment. But if a specific person or environment is a trigger, like a beastie boss, a toxic coworker or team, constant criticism, that's an external response, right? So imposter syndrome would follow you everywhere. It's doubt showing up no matter where. A response to a toxic environment or person is depending on where you are, right? So sometimes it is years of being told directly or indirectly that you're the problem. You are too loud. You're too much. You are over the top, right? And then after it's repeated multiple times, maybe by different people, you start believing it because it's repeated, right? It's not just from one person or one situation, it's repeated. And so then that doubt starts creeping in, and then you start questioning yourself, right? Like it's a permanent personality trait or, but it's a symptom. It's a symptom of the environment, and it is exhausting because you're constantly trying to fix the problem, which is in your mind yourself, right? And it was not you. It's not you. It's the environment, it's the person, maybe it's the relationship, maybe it's the boundary or not having a boundary. So we need to start naming it correctly, right? And when you start naming it correctly, things change. You cannot heal. In my experience as a coach, you cannot heal from a mislabeled wound. Let me say that again. You cannot heal from a mislabeled wound. A healthy and supportive workplace doesn't produce this level of stress, anxiety, and then ultimately self-doubt, especially in hardworking, capable women, right? You have thrived in the workplace before, maybe sometimes in this specific job that you're doing. Maybe you're thriving in other areas of your life. So when you have this feeling of that it's at work, it's not a you problem. It's not a you problem. So, how do we name that wound and how do we start changing that for the betterment of ourselves? So, we could start by tracking when the doubt shows up, right? Is it tied to a specific person? Is it a specific meeting, a specific group of people? And typically, when you start, I call it journaling. I'm a journaler. But when you start listing those or keeping track of it or journaling those patterns typically reveal themselves, right? And so you will start to see after a while. Maybe you already know. Maybe you don't have to journal. Maybe you already know the situation. But if your question is it imposter syndrome or is it workplace or a specific person or situation, reflect on other areas of your life, right? Does it feel the same when you're out with friends or with family or doing your hobbies or those kinds of things outside of, and this could be a friend thing, right? I'm relating it to work, obviously, but this could be a relationship or it could be a social event or something that you're a part of. So think about it in environment and specific people. And you can also start with replacing the idea that you have imposter syndrome with I am responding to a toxic environment or a toxic person or toxic people, right? And notice how that shifts your internal narrative because that's the one of the things that I work with my clients with is we don't have control of what other people do say. We have only control of how we respond, right? And work is work. And I don't know what you do, but I would venture to say, I know in my experience and with my clients, if I left or if they left tomorrow, they would be replaced. It's a job. Doesn't mean you don't love it. It doesn't mean you're not passionate about it. It doesn't mean that you like the people, some of the people that you work with, right? It just means that that's just how the workplace works, right? So start figuring out what that wound is, try to reframe it, and see if it's really imposter syndrome or if it's a toxic something, person, workplace, environment. Let me say this, if this resonated with you and you've been carrying that weight with you, let's try to release that. And I would love to invite you to two things. One, the free confidence boost workbook. It's a mouthful. Feel free to click the link. There will be a link down below in the description. It's free. It's a PDF. It's also got some meditations. It's got some journaling prompts, starting to get that confidence back, which is important. The second thing is I do have a group coaching session on Thursday nights. It's called Embracing Me. And I will also link that in the description. And I would love to see you. It's live, it's on Zoom. I keep it a small group so everyone is seen and heard. And if you're wanting to try it out and check it out, let me know. You can respond here in the comments, or you can uh, send me an email or a message on Facebook. Either way, I would love to see you, and I would love for you to get that confidence back that I know you had that a person or an environment has started to take away from you. Because I know you can do it. Hope everybody has a great day.